Yeah.
Barry Sanders Jr.
So the little brother.
He came out like that 2026 draft we did, I think.
Slash.
Yeah, Junior. That's Barry Sanders Jr.
Right?
Yeah.
The mom notices it years later. Where'd you get the scarf from? Yeah.
Damn, man, what the fuck?
They said, oh, he did it.
Welcome here, Sway.
I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent on to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Send it again.
I'm gonna join you because you had
Send it again, cause I got out.
alright. Go just accept it, and what you do, listen to me, Sway. You go to your notifications, accept the invite I sent you. It's gonna say some shit about the session. Then you just back out of the franchise, and it'll automatically throw you into here with me. Okay?
Alright.
Bad be doing that shit.
I gotta get it. You hate cause I said no rest. My bitch, you wanna be famous. They act like they made us. You know I'm pricey and famous. I make a lot of no money. It's not saving. You be liking my flavor. I think it's God's.
Uh-oh. Hey,
Hell yeah. What? If that was in the wall, you either got you can either walk down the stairs or slide.
I'm sliding down that bit.
Exactly. It's like I want to test your maturity. Your age. Damn right. I'm going.
that shit tripping, dog. It wouldn't even let me goddamn. Hold on, I'm coming right back. You say what? Get it throw me back in there. Hey, back out of this way.
Going on the internet right now. Dude, this
Back
is
all the way out the franchise. It should be give you an invite. Back out the franchise. It's gonna shoot you an invite to your game.
Yeah.
Said they thumping down there. They ready. You get it now, Sway?
Yeah, I got it.
Alright, since goddamn the dirty birds time, I gotta get them right. You know, gotta put that theme song on real quick.
That's what fuck's doing to these niggas? Oh. She's like yay high and that's skinny. I don't get it. I don't even think she look like it. Right? But I don't. Because there is so much that you let her have fair.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know what I'm gonna do like that.
He said dead. Oh, y'all got on black, alright.
fucking rain now when I needed you to rain?
I just got bags from
I was walking.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got pairs of problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got.
Let's go.
Things to count it. Then I'm back up. Pay the place and keep back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. When a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, look. Hey.
You had it, then why the fuck didn't you
You ain't asking.
Me, I'm in my spaceship. Call that bitch my bodyguard. Yeah, that's my bodyguard. Y'all know we security. Let's get it.
Yeah. Oh.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is taking about 7 yards deep. We reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He tried that. Let's go.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Play action. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And they try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Now Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson looking left sideline, incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
You got me, Mr. Screw. All fucked up. Jump out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Brown. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll run. This is Brown.
Let's get the block from
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
I guess it's safe to say I got schizophrenic, though.
Gonna give this time to the tailback.
Whoa!
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20.
Break his in the shit.
Falcons.
This nigga just shut up, that
Great
nigga.
play there.
I think
His
I found my
first
new
touchdown
I think
of
I
the
just
new
found my new
season
favorite running
as
back.
his
Off
guys
that
are
one
able to
move, I'm about
strike
to fuck up
first
the league.
here in this opening quarter.
Oh my God.
Rosas good with the extra
That was a
point,
mean
and that
ass
makes the
too,
score
boy.
7-0.
Hell no.
Now after the
That bitch
touchdown,
got
here's
his
Rosas
animation.
on to kick it away.
It's over. That's what I need. I got a new scat
That'll be
back.
taken in the end zone.
Uh-oh.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Standing ovation. These are Lord of the words.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Oh, no.
What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
22's coming, 22's coming, Mike.
On second and 11 now. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Yeah, Sanders now to return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Collegated for what they want.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
There he goes, left side.
That's my, I got him running back. Fuck that shit.
Oh my God. There.
Neil, you watching
With
this
2 touchdowns on the season, both in
Look at
this game.
Barry
And
Sanders
the Falcons
doing.
push further out in front. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's bound his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
Nah, because I'm trying to concentrate on this and listen to you, and I'm losing, but it's not bad.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This shit, I like it. Yeah, the nigga hurt when he skirt now, goddamn. If I hit that bitch, I'm gone. It's like I got another gear. I got another gear, Neil. Gotta give it another gear. I hit that bitch, it's over. Skirt. He hurt me when he skirt. Put that bitch in sport.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here.
Oh,
back at the
20
yard line.
Look,
now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we got an Eagle slow to get up.
He ain't even get hit hard.
We'll step aside and be right back.
The
first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward. 2nd and 14. To throw, Moon. Going up top.
Oh my God.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis, no jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Here's Moon. Looking for Murphy, and he finds him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
Let's go.
They'll get 7 out of it, but it brings up the 4th down.
He done took like at the 8 hits like that though. You know them shits be sticking.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Check. Crouch. Back 22.
They'll try and throw for it here. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check 99, check 99, check 31, check 31.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
On the set, 59. I got one.
On 2nd down, here's Moon. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Moon.
Oh, and I missed.
Throw here, that's complete.
Oh, my Jesus.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Yeah. Of course.
14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Of course.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not at all. He came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Out of the gun, it's Moon. Over the middle, it's complete.
Ow.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
2-minute drill, 2-minute drill, 2-minute drill. Let's get right. Crank it up a little bit, turn it up a notch.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. First throw now for the backup Manning. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's bring it. Let's go.
Throwing again. Manning. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. Into the red zone now. Manning. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons push further out in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
I'm getting a fresh young one.
This one fielded at the 5.
I'm going to get the Randy Moss with no mileage, nigga. Fresh off the showroom flow. I'm going to make it how I want it. Y'all going to hate that nigga.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach.
He let it get off.
I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, touchdown.
I was supposed to sack the shit out that nigga.
A big play there. 82 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps. But they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
We just out here working. We're working right now. You know, season when I be goddamn knocking the kinks out my boys, you know.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to enter the second half. There's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. You've got some good plays drawn up. Now think about them right here.
The throw on second down from Vic, incomplete.
You got to catch that, though. Had that dude.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. This will be the final play of the half. Vic. Now they go screen. It's complete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Yeah, you right. Neil wants you to beat me because Neil don't want to see me in the playoffs. He wants somebody to knock me out the way so he can
set
get him
to
going.
begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
If I'm in there with me in
first
trouble.
half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Hold that bitch. Oh, my God. Not
Coverage, and it's intercepted.
Oh,
Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard
That's some
line.
shit.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Moon. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. This is caught at the 20.
Caught that bitch.
A big play there for Philly. 43 yards.
Good shit.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
A first down carry for Barkley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on second down, Moon. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
I think it's a pick. I feel like a pick coming. I'm calling it now. Calling it now.
To throw on 3rd down, Moon. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there.
He just got his team. Like, he got to get
so he splits the uprights, and it has to be a nice feeling, right? When it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
I put the niggas on one-year contracts. I always get it. Whatever scrap left over, I use all the drafts and all that shit. I use that for my players. That's your team, dude.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no?
That's that man, Neil. You hate him.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Nice throw here, right side. He pulls it in. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out and ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Brown, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
And the Falcons first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta. 22 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Rosas now to add the PAT. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4.
Rock his ass. Ooh, they put me on the wrong nigga.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
I tried to put it on him. Talking about block out. I tried to block.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Moon. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
22's coming, 22's coming, Mike. You're not ready. Jim.
Let's get him. We'll get him.
22, Mike, 22.
From the gun. Moon. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here.
Get him. Give me that. Yes, sir. Prime, get your ass up, boy. It ain't wet. It ain't even wet over there.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Oh, my God.
That's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8, leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brown.
Choke that shit, young nigga.
He'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. First down, Vic. There goes a deep ball, end zone.
Oh, there it is.
Caught for a Falcon.
There it is.
A big
play action. They running, set it up.
Touchdown now on the year.
And
the Falcons push further out in front. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Near. Kill. Will. Boy, you see they got them long bombs in there? Ah, you missed it. boy, that nigga.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Yes, sir.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Yeah, well, keep watching me then. I set it up nice. What up, Lou? I set this shit up nice, boy.
To throw on second down. Moon. And the ball is knocked out.
Yeah, I said I kept on running that bitch. I kept running. He thought I was ready.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming. Just
there we go.
Throw there. It's intercepted.
What the fuck, young controller ain't even jump.
This defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On first down, Brown. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vic incomplete. It was knocked away.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Vic to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3 scores in the fourth quarter. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Moon.
Let's go.
And he goes down.
Let's go.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Vicious.
Looking to throw on second down. Moon. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
I got the best
the Eagles on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 16. Now Moon. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He got the Eagles, yeah.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, I just grabbed him.
On 4th down, Moon.
Let's go!
The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Yeah, I gave George Kittle, and then they put him in free agents.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Been a very strong performance for them. Really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now obviously they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
30 something, 34, yeah.
Right back to Brown. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown.
Come on,
and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
I need him. I need defense. I need some defense.
Give him a draft pick for
staying out. They're going to go on
defense, 4th and 2. Man, I got no D.
On 4th down. Vic,
you know who that is.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now he'll escape to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Wait a minute. I see something.
They'll try to throw it here. Vic. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
I don't know why this knowing damn well this offensive line cannot hold them.
Better not do no crazy nothing.
Oh my God. I need somebody back here. Hold on.
Following the fumble recovery.
Look at this.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Oh, shit. Hold on. There we go. All right.
Moon to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Oh, mama, I ain't gonna lie,
for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Now Moon. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
Let's get it.
On 1st and 10, Moon. Dancing to his left.
Boom.
He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I don't know.
Get away earlier in the drive, but
that ball, you gonna find out.
Practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their
Kofi Kingston
and found a way to contain him.
Sound like a nigga gonna get you out the playoffs.
Yeah, for real, man. It's crazy.
People poking my boys like that, they get angry.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's gonna let it fly. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Get him.
On third down. Moon. Now a desperation throw deep down. That's caught inside the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Now they want smoke. Now they want some smoke.
Looking to throw.
Give me that. Give me that.
Oh, that was a flag. He was holding
me.
me.
Gonna run it back.
Read it well in
Nah,
his
that's pass interference.
And a great return as
Pass
the
interference.
able to take him down.
Let's go.
That was good defense,
Well, you won't
man.
hear any boos from this home
That was pass
tackle.
interference. He grabbed me. He
He
grabbed me. He knew I was going to score that. He
It's been a
grabbed
long
me.
evening as well.
Give me that.
Finally, they feel they got a call.
Operating from the gun. Moon. To the
Light his
goal
ass
line,
up.
but it's incomplete.
Fucking fat motherfucker.
Hey, that boy had your ass nervous for a second there. You saw that nigga stunned.
Another
That nigga
shot
like,
from
I
the one
really
on
want to hike
second
this
and
ball.
goal.
Check three, check three, check three. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. 36, 36.
And Barkley will try to punch it in.
Touchdown. Let's go.
And he's in.
He flipped me in.
Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Hey, you got to look at it like this. Hey, you
Elliott
cut me
good
down
on the
from
extra
70
point,
to
and
30.
that cuts this lead down to 13.
You know, you cut yourself from like, what, you got 7 points last time? You got 20.
Yeah.
It's like, shit, you
The
gonna go
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Come back, try again.
This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good
That's from a
starting
nigga
field
who's
position
sorry.
here as that's
Look,
taken
that
up
nigga
close to the
lost.
40.
Well, that shit ain't no fun. We developed ours. You like Matt Ultimate Team? Come ahead and make your Ultimate Team. We got 8 seconds.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Yeah, you
2
ain't got no
timeouts
patience.
remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey,
Yeah,
listen,
so
think
you
about
don't know how
the
to earn
intentional
it.
walk, right?
You wanna
What
give
if
it
one
to
gets
him.
past the
Ain't no
catcher? What
Allen
if he
Hill.
uncorks a wild one, and now you
What?
still
You
have
hear?
an opportunity? That's
You
why
ain't
they
gotta
like to
promise
use
me.
them
Don't tell
all
me
the
that
way
lie.
through.
The last run good for 2.
Oh,
Here's
okay.
2nd and 8.
It don't take us no 6 months.
Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw. Oh, he's going to let this
Watch
go for
that
the end
bitch.
zone.
Catch the
And is
shit.
this
Wrong
intercepted?
nigga.
It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
This shit.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Yeah. Whatever.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at
I
on
don't see
film,
how you
don't
can make an
think?
ultimate
No
team,
doubt
but you
about
can't
it.
make
They've
a
got to go
franchise
back
team.
and
Hey,
check
that's
where
what
the
I don't
errors
understand.
are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need
That's
a
the
little
hard part
adjustment
to
with their
figure out.
confidence. To give up that many points,
know.
even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Falcons, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week.
Nah,
Meanwhile,
I played
for
the Cowboys
Philadelphia,
twice.
They'll fall to
Yeah, you
1
play
and
the
2.
Bucks. You play
And they'll
Tampa
try
Bay
again next week
or
at
the
home
goddamn,
against
Monarchs.
Philadelphia.
Nah, I'm playing the
And
Monarchs.
for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
He in the NFC. He just on the other side of the NFC because the only team that's left is the Saints. See, he played what's it called twice. You know the way we play each other twice. He played what's his name? Gunplay twice. Got a lot of got everything. Yeah. Got everybody out here. Yeah, you gotta build them up. We had one draft where everybody came in 5, but that was just to set us up. We had one Hall of Fame draft where all the Hall of Famers came in. That shit was nice. Now we don't need to do another just yet. When them niggas start to retire, then we'll do another one. But that was just you know what I'm saying, if your franchise you feel like you needed this or needed that, that was your one chance to get one person that's goddamn fire and put them in that position. Man, I got Deion Sanders out the deal. Deion and Mike V. I can't wait to Randall Cunningham. When Randall Cunningham retire, you gonna cry. You gonna cry when that nigga retire.